Evo Morales addressed a huge crowd of his supporters in La Paz. He called for a continuation of his reforms.
We now have a great responsibility for Bolivia, but also for all of humanity.
The second term of Evo Morales' triumph is that we're going to be experimenting in Bolivia the application and the implementation of new policies that come from the new constitution. And this new constitution that has been approved by the majority of the people in Bolivia for the first time in its history establishes a new a political structure in the country where most of the indigenous people are included in this new power relationship. So Bolivia is going to implement in the next few years this new constitution.
Now, you talk about the new structure. Now, the regions or departments in Bolivia will gain a degree of autonomy under this new system. How will that work? And will it actually, is there a risk that it could introduce a power struggle between the central government and regional governments?
Yes, it is possible that it could be, for certain regions, a stronghold for the opposition of Evo Morales' government. But nevertheless, we see that in the major and the majority of the regions, Evo Morales has a strong support. Now, the idea of creating a new state with regional governments is a very democratic change in Bolivia. We have experimented during all our Republican history, a very centralized government. Evo Morales is risking today this new form of government, which gives quite a bit of power to regional governments. And this is obviously a very democratic process which Bolivia is living today. And Evo Morales is seeing this as a turnout in the 21st century as a way of getting closer to the people and becoming a sustainable government in terms of its future.
Now, Professor, the new president has already announced a very ambitious and very aggressive program of nationalization. In fact, some of that has already been implemented in his first term. But the opposition is saying that that kind of nationalization that he's talking about will scare away foreign investment. Do you believe that to be a valid concern?
It has been true for the first period, for the first 2 years of the nationalization process. However, today, with the new resources that Bolivia has, the natural resources like lithium, many investors are negotiating with the new government, and obviously what they were asking for is for some legal security in terms of laws that are well established in the country. With the new constitution, that is in great part is being secured. So I have a feeling that in the next few years, Bolivia is going to attract new investors, but obviously under new conditions. Bolivia in the past has given away a lot of favors to the transnationals in terms of the exploitation of the natural resources. Today, the new negotiations are much more fair in terms of the returning benefits for the country itself.
Okay, so we're going to have to leave it there. That's Professor Ramiro Molina talking to us from La Paz.
Okay. Goodbye.